Market update for June 23 to June 27. High impact news natin for this coming week. So Monday, very busy to para sa Euro, GBP, and USD kasi meron tayong PMI. So that's 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and then 9 p.m. sa USD. And then on Tuesday, CAD, GBP, and USD. Wednesday, AUD, so Aussie and USD. Thursday, GBP and USD. And then on Friday, we have CAD and USD. So, every day yan, this coming week, may high impact news tayo. So, make sure na aware kayo sa currencies and of course, dun sa oras kung saan magaganap yung high impact news na yun. Okay, so punta tayo sa chart. Let's start with dollar index. So, dollar index, recently nag-bounce tayo dito sa support area na to. So, may konting failed breakdown and then nag-rally. So, yung overall structure or trend ng dollar index is still bearish as long as nagte-trade tayo below 102. So, itong resistance na to kasi ito yung last lower high natin. But of course, it doesn't mean hindi siya pwedeng magkaroon ng short-term rally. Okay? So, especially nag-bounce tayo dito sa support level na to. So, possible na this week, pwede tayong makakita ng rally, especially in terms of geopolitical risk. Yung war pa rin sa Iran and Israel. So, pwedeng pumunta yung mga investors sa safe haven, and isa na sa safe haven natin is yung USD. So, going down sa 4-hour time frame, gumagawa tayo ng mga minor higher high, right? Ito yung last lower high natin, nagkaroon tayo ng higher high. So, that's basically bullish, but of course, pwedeng etong area na to, so remember, yung overall bias natin sa daily is bearish. Pwede siyang magkaroon ng short-term rally, maybe back to this resistance level, and then magkaroon tayo ng decline. So, as for me, maghahanap rin ako ng short dito sa USD at much higher level. So, ibig sabihin, hihintayin ko pa siyang umangat bago ako mag-abang ng mga sell opportunities. Okay? Euro USD. So, dollar index nag-bounce sa support, nagkaroon naman tayo ng rejection dito sa resistance sa Euro USD. So, nagkaroon tayo ng rejection dyan and then bounce dito sa minor level natin. Nag-act yan as previous resistance before, then nag-act as support recently. Wala siyang obvious reversal, right? Wala tayong obvious reversal price action. And for this one, hindi natin pwedeng i-treat to as like double top na agad kasi ang confirmation yan is when we break this level. But for now, ang ginagawa niya in terms of technical, I think more on continuation pattern pa rin. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. So, ito yung continuation pattern. It looks like a flag or complex pullback. Now, sa community, ito yung level na tinitignan namin. So, dito namin na-expect na mag-bounce yung price. And then, nag-bounce naman dyan. No? So, nag-bounce. Kapag nagkaroon tayo ng tuloy-tuloy na decline sa dollar index, we can expect na itong Euro USD magtutuloy-tuloy yung rally. Okay? Kasi inverse lang sila. Okay? So, in terms of yung level na titingnan natin for this week, Euro USD, ito yung resistance natin, immediate resistance. Okay, so if we zoom out, daily resistance yan before. So, ito pa rin yung resistance, and then support, we have multiple. So, kung magkakaroon tayo ng decline dito sa Euro USD, ang first support level natin titingnan is this support level, itong area na to. Then, once we break that level, medyo may room tayo to go down towards this next support level dito sa 113.80. Okay? Okay. So, GBP USD, bearish yung naging theme niya last week. So, ito yung decelerations. Obviously, nasa bullish structure tayo. Higher high, higher low. And then, right here, nagkaroon tayo ng deceleration. And then, very sharp sell-off. Then, nag-bounce tayo dito sa support na to. But if we go down dito sa 4-hour time frame, it looks like ang momentum natin is to the downside. Right? So, ito yung first sell-off niya. Very sharp sell-off. Then, nag-failed breakdown tayo dito sa area na to, dito sa previous support na to. Then, rally. Ang titingnan natin for GBP-USD is, kasi may two scenario dito. Pwede kasing magkaroon lang tayo ng range. So, kung makikita nyo, itong range na to, may multiple rejection tayo sa resistance or upper extreme and multiple rejection sa lower extreme. Right? So, that qualifies a range. Then, nagkaroon tayo ng fail breakdown. Okay? Fail breakdown and then, nagkaroon ng rally. So, first, pwede natin i-treat to as ranging lang. Now, since yung price prior to range is to the upside, more on, ang titingnan natin is buying opportunity. So, every time na magkakaroon tayo ng rejection dito sa lower extreme ng range, we can look for long. Okay? But you have to be aware. So, ito yung scenario 2. So, in scenario 1, you buy at the bottom of the range. And then yung scenario 2, since yung recent momentum natin is bearish, pwede kasing ang mangyari dito is a malaking complex pullback. So, yung pullback na yan, mas magiging obvious siya dito sa daily. Right? Maybe, kung papansin nyo, mag-zoom out tayo. Meron tayong trend line dito. Trend line from way back early this year. Right? Early this year. So, multiple rejection dyan sa trend line. Pwede tayong magkaroon ng downside rotation back to that level. Okay? Yan ay kung hindi mag-hold itong support na to. Alright? So, that's scenario 2 for GBP-USD. Now, AUD, medyo, to be honest, chop-chop pa rin. Kung papansin nyo dito sa daily, after this very aggressive rally, nagkaroon na tayo ng very choppy price action towards this resistance if we look left right here. Okay? Last week, medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng sell-off, but if you can see, itong mga candlestick na to, although may mga bearish candlestick close tayo, walang follow-through. Right? Bearish and then bullish, bearish, bullish. This one, bearish close, pero ang laki nung lower week natin. So, that means may buying pressure. Right? So, pag let's say, for example, kinumbine natin is more like, parang may pagka-doji. Right? So, I guess, for me, medyo stay out muna ako dito sa AUD for this week. Although mas naglilino ako towards downside for this one, if ever, especially kung mabibreak natin itong mga levels. But I would rather trade Kiwi as compared to AUD. Kasi mas may clear price action yung Kiwi sa ngayon as compared to Aussie. Now, very similar lang sila. So, correlated sila. Risk on asset to. Ang theme natin, I guess, this coming week is more of a risk of market because of geopolitical risk. So, I guess Kiwi isa to sa pwede natin abangan. It's more on reversal play sa higher time frame kasi dito sa daily, it looks very bullish. Yung mga moving average natin sloping up. So, yung price nagtitrade above moving average. But, in terms of yung ginagawa niyang price action, very possible na pumasok tayo sa range or magkaroon tayo ng short-term decline. Okay? So, yung range, ito yan. Pwede mag-range tayo dito sa daily. This one, failed breakout. Okay? Now, going down sa 4-hour time frame. So, may sharp decline tayo. So, this one, sharp decline. And then pullback. Okay? So, yung momentum, obviously, sa 4-hour time frame, nasa downside, bearish. And then, yung structure, also bearish kasi nag-establish tayo dito ng lower low and then lower high. Now, kung babalik pa, let's say early this week, yung price dito sa resistance na to, I'll still be looking for short, and then if ever ma-break to, short pa rin. So, not unless may magbago sa galaw ng market this coming week. Okay? Dollar CAD. So, dollar CAD, itong level na to. So, ito yung level na ginawa ko last week. Kasi if we look left, meron tayong minor support dyan. And then, further left, we have this major or breakout point. So, resistance before. Right? So, dyan ako nag-anchor ng level ko. But, ang nangyari, actually, I'm expecting a reversal dito pero hindi na binigay, right? So, in-invalidate niya yung level ko. So, itong level na to, itong support na to, medyo i-adjust ko siya to here. Kasi ito yung pinaka-extreme low natin before this rally. Now, going down sa lower time frame. Now, if ever na ang magiging ang magdadrag ng netong pair na to is more on USD, right? Pag nag-rally yung USD, I think isa to sa pwede natin i-trade dollar CAD to the upside this coming week. Kasi in terms of price action, meron tayong potential head and shoulder. Especially kung magkakaroon tayo ng medyo pullback from here, right? Actually, nung Thursday, ang in-expect ko, so ito yung level na tinitingnan namin sa community, na-expect ko magkaroon siya ng downside move for a head and shoulder. Pero hindi niya binigyan, right? Very shallow. But, nonetheless, kung mabibreak natin tong resistance na to, yung may conviction, malaki yung room natin to go up. Kasi ito na yung next resistance natin at 138.60. Kaya itong level na to. So, yan kung makiklear talaga natin tong level na to. So, kailangan makakita tayo ng price action. Okay? Dollar Swiss. So, dollar Swiss, nag-bounce tayo from this support level. And then last week, of course, nagkaroon ng rate cut yung Swiss National Bank. So, that means weakness for Swiss. But, of course, given na meron tayong geopolitical risk, yung war, pwede kasing maging positive yon sa Swiss. Kasi yung Swiss, safe haven currency siya. Okay? So, kaya siguro medyo, right now, medyo wala pa masyadong movement yung itong dollar Swiss. So, still overall bearish. But I'd be neutral for this one, this coming week. So, ito yung level na tinitingnan namin last week. Nag-overshoot siya dyan, then ngayon nagko-consolidate siya dyan sa level na yun. Siguro I'd be interested, siguro mga quick play dito sa mga level na to. Itong extreme high and then extreme low. But dito sa middle, medyo mahirap i-trade yan. For me. Okay. Dollar yen. So, dollar yen. Kung titingnan natin, structure muna tayo sa daily, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then this one, hindi natin alam kung higher low ba to. Kasi for this to be considered as higher low, kailangan ma-break natin tong last lower high. Right? So, medyo sideways. Actually, sideways siya dito sa range na. Now, yung close natin ng Friday, andito na sa resistance mismo. Okay? And kung papansinin nyo tong 100 moving average, andyan na rin. So, abangan ko rin to for a reversal play dito sa 4-hour this coming week. Actually, range play siya. So, range play. So, ang gusto kong makita sa kanya is a failed breakout, itap or medyo lumapit siya dito sa 100 moving average. Then maybe we can target this yung middle of the range, right? So, may confluence kasi. Confluence of resistance dito sa area na to. And then, yung overall structure natin, bearish pa rin. So, we can still look for short. But I'm anticipating na i-hold na to, then mag-establish siya ng range. Kasi dito, may ano na tayo may multiple rejections sa lower extreme. Kailangan na lang natin ng isang rejection dito sa upper extreme. So, that's for dollar yen. And then, let's move on to gold. So, gold. Ito yung resistance natin. All-time high level. And then, this one, nilitest, nag-fail breakout. Very bearish close, and then medyo slow grind na tayo downside. Right? Kung papansin niyo dito sa 4-hour time frame, very slow yung decline niya. So, in terms of structure, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then dito yung first part ng pullback niya medyo aggressive, and then eventually nag-slow down na rin tayo. Now, of course, safe haven yung gold. So, nangyayari ngayon, very possible pa rin na umangat yung price ng gold, right? So, and the fact na sinasabihan din siya ng good price action, ang titingnan na lang natin dito is saan ba tayo maglulong, right? Saang level tayo magpa-participate. Okay? Now, for me, pwede ko siyang abangan dito. Okay? Dito sa support level na to. But, also, pwede rin kasing ito na yung higher low na. Hindi na siya bumaba dito. Especially, nagkaroon tayo ng engulfing candlestick. And if we look at the daily time frame, nasa yung 20 moving average, nag-act yan as dynamic level. Hindi na ako mag-plot ng fib kasi for sure, nasa 618% na rin naman to. Okay. But, yeah, may confluence type support dito. So, possible na higher low. Okay. So, bullish yung directional bias for gold. Yung two levels na pwede natin tingnan. So, first, ito yung ginawa niya no Friday, and then, second is yung itong 3,300. Okay. And then, of course, yung resistance natin, all-time high level ba. And then, let's move to, Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Actually, very same lang sila. So, iba yung sa Ethereum kasi nag-breakdown na yung Ethereum. But Bitcoin, we're sitting at this support level. Okay, so bullish pa rin. Now, I guess, itong level na to, maraming nakatingin na traders. Now, why? So, number one, nagkaroon tayo ng rejection dyan before. Papunta sa all-time high level. And then number two, nasa psychological level tayo, 100K. Okay? But of course, hindi siya nag-guarantee na mag-hold talaga yan. Itong level na to. Okay? So, possible lang magkaroon tayo ng reaction. Now, if we go down sa lower time frame, actually, pinost ko to kasi dito sa range na to. So, malaking range yung mayroon sa Bitcoin ngayon. So, ito yung big range. And then, within that range, may smaller range tayo, which is this one. So, recently, nagkaroon tayo, actually, yan ba to? Yesterday, nagkaroon tayo ng bounce dyan. Dito. Bounce and then drop. Right? Drop. And then, right now, tinetest na yung key support level natin at 100. Okay. So, for Bitcoin, ito yung abangan natin, 100K. Of course, if ever na magbe-breakdown tayo dyan, who knows, right? Who knows kung ano mayayari. We can just look for our levels and let's see kung ano yung mga magiging reaction niya and paano ba yung momentum niya towards that level. Right? So, ito yung support natin. If ever mabe-break dyan ang titignan kong level, of course, yung immediate level natin right here at 98,000. And then, of course, yung 100 and 200 moving average natin. Now, for Ethereum naman, nag-breakdown na tayo from this support level, from this range. So, papansin nyo, tanggalin mo muna natin itong EMA. So, nag-breakdown na tayo from this range. Very clear range, medyo matagal din na range, then nag-breakdown tayo. Now, if we go down to the 4-hour time frame, very aggressive yung naging breakdown. So, kung magkakaroon tayo ng pullback around this area, I think possible makakita tayo ng continuation in terms of yung saan ba yung next level natin. Okay. For me, that would be here. Kasi if we look left, previous resistance, and of course, nandyan yung 100 moving average. Okay. So, that's pretty much it for this video. Guys, again, ito yung high impact news natin for this week. Make sure to watch out for that. Good luck and trade safe.